Good morning, Kanchan. Thank you for joining in today's interview. How are you doing today?
Yeah, sir, I'm good. How are you?
I'm also doing great. Thank you for asking. So before we proceed, can you give a brief introduction about yourself?
Sure. So my name is Kanchan Vinayakram Mahadure. I am from Nagpur. I have done my Bachelor of Engineering in Mechanical from Professor Ramege College, Amravati. I started my career as a digital marketing associate with Absolute Markets Insight, and my last company was Vedantu Innovation Private Limited. So overall, I have 3.4 years of experience as a digital marketing associate.
Okay. So as you mentioned that you have been working as a digital marketing associate, and right now you are moving into the field of BI, which is business intelligence. So why are you looking for a change at the moment from the digital marketing to BI?
Actually, sir, when I used to work in digital marketing, I was working on the part like analysis and tracking of data and creating for reporting purpose. We have to create dashboards by using Google and like Google Data Studio and Tableau. So I found more interest in creating dashboards and analysis part as compared to creating campaigns and all these things. And yeah, I upgraded these days my skills in analysis and creating dashboard. So I thought I can do better in this also.
Okay. So do you have any years of experience in Tableau?
Yeah, I used to work I used to create a dashboard. It was a like simple dashboard, but yeah, I have.
Okay. So what was the version of Tableau you were using?
So I was using 20.1, and now it's like 2022.1.
Okay, so have you explored what are the new features that have been included in the 2022.1 version?
Not really, like I don't have any idea, but yeah, there was one upgrade, like a relation is there, I think.
Relationship has been introduced after 2020 itself. So anyways, no problem. So what is the total volume of data set you have handled so far?
It's like 50,000 and like that.
50,000. Okay. So can you explain the project that you have worked, the KPIs that you have used, and what are the different features of Tableau you have used to represent those KPIs?
Yeah, so whatever things it depends on totally on stakeholders requirement, like what they are looking for. So many time our manager tell us like we that is stakeholder requirement is like they want one dashboard where they want suppose one ad campaign is already ran, and after that they want to measure performance success of the that campaign. So they want like one dashboard in which they want like a conversion, like how many conversion we got, which traffic sources we get more traffic, and like traffic wise all the data, then which age group we have got conversion, and which region we are getting, and which type of like yeah, so how many sessions we got, what kind of views we are getting. So all over the things they want in one dashboard. So that kind of dashboards I have created, and also like creating a segment wise report, and extracting that report from Google Analytics, and creating combined dashboards like acquisition, audience, behavior. So that kind of dashboards I have created. Sir, you're mute.
Sorry about that. So what are the different features of Tableau have you used to represent those visualizations in your dashboard? For example, the region-wise sales, if you're showing all the campaigns that you were talking about. So what type of different type of charts or visualizations have you used to represent those?
So I have worked on like a bar graph, then maps also. I use then tree maps. Yeah, that's this kind of I use.
Okay, so you have used tree map. So can you explain the difference between a tree map and a heat map?
Yeah. So tree map is for like a hierarchical data when we have to present. So that time we use tree map. It's like a parent and child relations. Like it shows the space in the view. It shows in the rectangle the major and size. Like it ordered by that according.
Okay, so have you worked on any custom charts which are not available on Tableau?
Mm, Actually, I haven't created. I only use that like charts.
Only the show me the charts that are available in show. Okay, and how extensively have you used relationships in your project?
Yeah, most of the time we use a relationship instead of using join. So yeah.
So how many tables have you connected? You mentioned that you used to connect to Google Analytics, right?
Yeah, it means not directly we connect with Google Analytics. We export. We only use for analysis part, and we export that data from Google Analytics, and it's like a CSV or Excel file, and then we extract in Tableau.
Okay, so 50,000 records you have handled so far, and you are mentioning that you are extracting the data through CSV file. So the extraction process that happens, is it automated or you have to manually extract it, always create the CSV file, and then you have to connect the Tableau to the CSV files?
Yeah, it's like manually we extract all the data.
Okay, don't you think it's quite inconvenient? Means 50,000 with a live connection will work really good. But if you have to, but still it's not, it won't be a live connection, right? It will always be an extract connection that you will have to go through. So have you thought how it can be, how this entire process can be made automated?
See, 50,000 is not like a very huge amount of data, but yeah, for like performance and overall things, we mostly use extract connection. So I never felt or never get any issues in creating that kind of.
Okay. So how many tables you have connected using relationships in a particular data set?
It's like 30 around.
30 tables you had connected.
Sorry, not 30 tables. It's like we could say 30 columns, we could say.
Okay, 30 columns. So in a table, there can be 30 fields, right? I want to know how many tables you have connected. The relationships that you create, we create in our tables, right? With multiple tables, we create the relationship. So how many tables you have created so far in a single data set?
Tables. So many times we join we
So
have
for your case, it won't be tables since it's CSV files. It will be worksheets, right? So have you created relationships between worksheets?
sorry, can you please repeat again?
So in Excel file, the data that you are collating, those are called worksheets, right?
Yeah.
So when you are pulling, for example, sample superstore. So in
Mhm.
sample superstore, there are 3 worksheets like people, order, and another sales or something was there. So when you create the relationship, you drag and drop it on the canvas, right?
Yeah.
Are you aware of this process? How to
Yes.
create relationships?
Yes.
So I wanted to know in your current project that you're working, how many means worksheets have you pulled in the canvas to create your database repository?
Like 5 to 6.
5 to 6.
Not
Okay.
only not only relationship I have worked. I have also worked in join. But yeah, most of the time we use a relationship because relationship it works in like a matched data. It use. So most of also we use join also.
Okay, you have used joins as well. So any major difference you have observed between relationships and joins?
Mm, Yeah, the like it relationship works on for match data type, and join it's like not very like
So
I don't
joins won't match.
idea. No, that's not. They're having like they're having types like a inner join, left join, right join. So we according to that it works. So we can't say like match data. It's not taking
So
on.
what we match basically when you're saying that it's match data type. So suppose for example joins. So I am joining two tables. Okay. So what we will look into the two tables, which will actually help me to connect the two tables or join the two tables.
Okay, so suppose we are using inner join. So in inner join, like we use like they're having a like we join the data which have like in two tables which data is like match data. Like suppose here like employee suppose it's related to employee table. So employee ID column is there, and another table also that contain employee ID table. So on that basis it will connect in inner join.
Right. So you are talking about the employee ID, which is the common factor between the two tables, right?
Yeah.
So do you know what are these called? Means what will be the terminology of this employee ID?
I'm not getting exactly.
Do you know what is primary key, foreign key?
Yeah, I know.
So this is how we connect, right? So there should be a primary key and which should be a foreign key for the other table, right? Otherwise, you won't be able to make the relationship. So that was my question, that exactly what is required to ensure the relationship happens. But anyways, not a problem. We will talk about this later. So do you know the order of operations in Tableau?
Or sorry.
The order of operations of filter and LODs in Tableau, are you aware of it?
Yeah, I am
Can
aware.
you tell?
Yeah, so LOD it's a level of detail. So they're having include, exclude, and fix. If we have to fix data for particular region, we use fixed. And if
No,
we
my
have
question is
to
the order of operation of means for filters and LOD, what is the order of operation?
okay, so order of operation. Suppose we are creating parameters.
No.
It contains.
First, it will come like first is the extract filter, right? Which comes at the top.
Okay, yeah. So it's like a first extract, then data source filter, then context, then measure filter in dimension, filter in measure, that according.
And then?
Table calculation filter.
So where does LOD stand in this order of operation?
Suppose LOD it's like if we can like we can exclude or include things like we create table calculation, and in table calculation we have a expression like fixed or include or exclude, and then we add in filter. So that.
No, the order of operation is a little bit different. The LODs comes in a different way. I'll explain you at the feed during the time
I
of
was
feedback.
getting confused little that order of
No.
operation. That's
No problem, it's fine. So I believe you have used parameters as well, right?
Parameter. Yeah, I have used.
You have
Sorry.
used. Okay. So have you used dynamic parameters like if I have to ensure that I'll choose a parameter like, for example, in gender, I will choose male, and all the details of male category, gender male, will be shown in my report. And if I change the parameter to suppose say female, it will show the result, the entire means report that you're creating. It will show the result of female. Will you be able to do it?
Not that kind of created like if suppose it create dynamic values to constant values. So suppose I use mail. I have to show only mail, but not in fixed way, like a 10 top 10 mails conversion or something I have to show. So I will instead of using that fixed values, I can by using a parameter, I can use 20, 30 like that. So I have worked.
Okay, not a problem. Do you know what is the difference between discrete and continuous?
Yeah. So discrete, it means it's not continuous. It means like suppose where we can't use aggregated function. Suppose it's like we can't say sum of categories, sum of subcategories, and continuous. It's like it is unbroken. It forms unbroken bond. Where we can use aggregated function like sum of sales, sum of profit, that kind of.
Okay, so can you give an example from your experience wherein you might have handled null values, might have created joins, and you were getting nulls. So have you ever handled null values in Tableau?
Actually, we can't if we have null values, we can't fix that values. We can directly delete or like that. We can't handle null values.
Why? There is an option called as ZN function. We can handle them.
I'm not aware of that.
Okay, no problem. So suppose I give you a problem statement wherein you have to create a histogram. Okay, and the histogram will be related to the age. Like for category for 0 to 5 years, there will be one graph. For 5 to 10 years, there will be one graph. So how will you create this histogram? Will you means how will you categorize the age range from 0 to 5, 5 to 10, and use it as your dimension?
Sir, can you please repeat again? Sorry.
So the thing is that I'll just share my screen. So I want to create a histogram. So here will be age, and suppose say here will be sales. Okay. So histogram, I believe that you are aware of histogram. So suppose say this is for 0 to 5 years. So this is the sales for 5 to 10 years. And suppose this is the sale for 10 to 15 years. I want to create something like this, wherein here it will be my dimensions as age, and there will be my measures as sales. Okay. How will you achieve this histogram, and how will you categorize this range? Like 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15. But in the report, you will have something like age, suppose say 3, 1, 2, 4, 5. Oops. And sales like suppose 100, 200, 300, 5, 600. So how will you range it? Like 0 to 5, all this falls under 0 to 5. So this will be clubbed, right? This addition, it will come over here. Similarly, for 5 to 10, the addition will come over here. So how will you categorize this as ranges and show it in the visualization?
We could use that range function. Sorry, order of for showing. We use range function. We can use.
The range function means how?
Sorry, not range. It's beans we can create. In beans, like we can check like a category wise, like 0 to 5 and 5 to 10. There will be we will get categories like 0 to 5, then 5 to 10, 10 like that. Like
Mhm.
we have to set there what exactly which in which range you want. So we can create beans, and by using beans we can
Okay. So do you know what is YTD?
sorry.
Do you know what is YTD?
Why, sorry.
YTD. Do you know what is YTD? YTD.
Mm,
YTD, MTD. Are you aware of it? Or YOY?
mm, can you please tell me long form?
That I wanted to know from you.
Yeah.
Year till date, month till date, year on year.
Mm. Yeah, like if we have year, and I have to break it in like month wise and quarter wise, like that.
Mm-hmm. No,
So
that you are talking about is that's a different thing. That's your hierarchy that you're talking about. I'm not
yeah,
talking about hierarchy.
I'm
I'm
aware of.
talking about year till date, month till date. Anyways, I think we can explore it later. That's not a problem. Okay. So as you mentioned, you have not prepared any custom charts so far. Do you know how to create a donut chart if it is required in your project to be done?
Mm, I don't have much idea, but yeah, we have to create like a pie chart, and then like starting we have to create a pie chart, and then we have to use dual axis, and then like I'm not very
Okay, you
like
are not very comfortable. Okay, that's fine. So you talked about dual axis, right? So what is dual axis?
suppose I have to show two measures on two different scales. So
Mhm.
that time I will use dual axis. Suppose profit and sales I have to show on they have different scales. So that time I will use dual axis when I
So
have
if I have to show 5 measures instead of 2, can I use dual axis?
five measures on two
Five
scale.
measures in a single chart if I have to show.
Five measures on single chart. Same one scale or two scale.
On the same single scale, like dual axis, I want to show you. Two scales.
Um, five measures. Yeah, we can use like yeah, we can use
How?
dual axis. I haven't created, but I think yeah, we can create five measures on one. We can
Fine.
use the blending also, like for comparing. If we
Okay.
have to compare five measures on one scale, so we can use blending.
Okay. So I'm giving you another problem statement. Just share me the logic. You do not have to share your screen. Might be in our next interview, you can share your screen. So I have few names. Suppose say Arun, Amol, Akhil, and suppose say Deep.
Mhm.
I want an output wherein these A letters, the first A letters won't be there. Okay. So it will shown as run, mole, kill, and deep. So you need to prepare a calculated field that will actually target all the first A letters and get that removed from the report and will give you this output. How will you get that done?
Mm, yeah, we have to create a calculated field, but I don't like I
Mhm.
don't remember that.
Okay, not a problem. I think we can explore it later. Well, I would like to know that have you worked on Tableau server?
mm, not much. Like
Okay.
I'm not used to work.
So can you explain the process of your reporting system that is followed in your organization? Like how the project actually comes in, how it is distributed between the team members, how many Tableau developers are involved? And once the report is developed, how that report is published. Can you explain the entire life cycle of this report?
Yeah. So it depends on like a stakeholder requirement, and our manager told us like we want that kind of report. So many times we get data from other team, or we have to gather data, depends on requirement. So after that, like if I get that data, so I was like I was not very experienced in Tableau, because I started the time. So it was like a small part, we could say, the of that project. So
Talk about more about the flow, means how the project comes in, how it is distributed, what are the priorities and the complexities. Are you using Sprint agile methodology for this entire workflow? Means how it is done in your organization.
I I am not aware of that agile, because I haven't worked on
Okay,
agile
you have not worked. Fine.
methodology. So simply I extract whatever data I get. Simply I extract it, use the extract connection, and using that data, and whatever requirement they have, just I created sheets, and creating different dashboards. And then after I we need to take we have to ask our managers, is it okay, or do they need something else in this any other requirement they have. So they tell us if they want any requirement. So we do changes. And if suppose I'm getting stuck, or any problem I have, so manager I discuss with a manager or team members, and we together, then we create that things, and then it
So how do you deploy your reports to the server?
So like my work is to create dashboards, or the requirement. Other work, it would be move to higher authority, or the more experienced person. So like
Okay, fine. So so that means you have not worked on the Tableau server level much, right?
no.
Okay. Do you know how to schedule your extract and what mechanism do you follow?
Sorry, schedule.
How to schedule your extract and what is the mechanism do you follow to schedule it? Are you aware of it?
No, sir.
Okay, not a problem. Talking about SQL, how many years of experience do you have in SQL?
Sir, I have learned SQL in these days, like 4 to 5 months I have learned.
You have learned for 4 to 5 months. Okay. So what are the different subsets of SQL?
Subsets, it means
Like DDL, DML, there are different types, right?
oh yeah, yeah. So it's a like a data query data query language, data manipulation, then data definition, and data control language.
Okay. So where is TCL?
Sorry,
Where is TCL? There is something called as TCL as well, right?
TCL. TCL, you said. DCL.
T for Tango, transaction. Okay, anyways. So can you explain the difference between delete and truncate statements?
Yeah, so delete, it means suppose I have to delete any row from the table, so I will use the command delete. And truncate, we use to delete all the data from the table.
Any other?
Yeah, yeah, that's the difference.
Okay, fine. So there is something, one major difference, like we can roll back and we can't roll back in few cases.
Sorry, I'm not getting.
If I have to, if I delete something, can we roll it back?
Yeah, we can like same data. If we want, we can yeah.
Can it be possible in truncate as well? Can we roll back data?
Yeah, say same table. If we want, we can again we can create that table.
So I'm saying roll back. You do not have to create it from scratch. Suppose I have deleted something or truncated something. Can I get that back once again? Roll back means like undo. Can we
Okay.
undo it?
Yes, yes. I don't have any idea.
Okay, no problem. So, do you know what's the difference between char and varchar2?
Yes. So char it's like it's a fix and varchar it's not fix. It's yeah.
Fix as in what is fixed?
Fixed it means like we use like a char 10, so there would be a limit like a limit they have, so it will be not exceed or like, and varchar it means like it's not in limit, it's a flexible.
Okay. So if I have to ask you to write a query to fetch duplicate records from a table, will you be able to do it?
Yeah.
Can you please share your screen and write the query?
Yeah.
In your notepad, it will be fine.
Okay. Yeah.
So do you have SSMS installed?
Yes.
So I think you have created few tables as well, right?
Yeah, I have.
So you can share your SSMS, show one table, what data you have, show if there is any duplicate data, and then write a query to fetch only the duplicate data.
Okay. Yeah. Just a minute. So can you see my screen?
Yes, I can. Okay, so if you see there are two HRs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so just figure out the HR ones. Check the table from which you are fetching the data.
Actually, sir, actually, I'm getting little confused.
Right, no problem. You can explore it later. It's a very important question.
Yeah.
So you can stop sharing your screen now.
Yes.
Right. So have you worked on store procedures?
Yeah. Like I haven't worked, but yeah, I know.
So what is the syntax of creating a store procedure?
It's a create procedure. Then what name you have to give that procedure. Suppose employee detail procedure I have to create. So create procedure employee details as which table you have to we have to select from. Suppose I have to select from table employee. So as select from employee and then go.
Okay.
If I yeah.
Okay. So my final question will be, where do you want to be in the next 3 years of time?
Senior level, like whatever I'm working, like if I work as a data analyst or a Tableau developer, so I will be looking forward like a senior data analyst or a team lead. Like.
Okay, great. So before we end, do you have any question?
Not.
No, right? So thank you once again for joining in. We'll start with the feedback now.
Sure.
Okay.